I need a little break from painting yellow cosmos, so I'm going to just work on this for a little bit. Working on the cosmos themselves is definitely the bulk of the work of the project, and so that's why it's taking a long time. And also I kind of have to just work on it bit by bit because it is a lot. It's kind of intense. There's other projects that I'd really like to work on approaching art show season, which is coming up, and if I'm burnt out from doing one single project, then that's gonna mean that I can't do that, and I would be sad if that was the case. So I'm trying to just kind of go easy on myself a little bit. This is the third flower of a project that I'm working on. Kind of slower, it's a more longer term project. I'm painting all of the elements and then they will all come together in a digital artwork in the end. Something that I'm racking my brain about at the moment is what I'm going to do with the greeting card club for next month. Oh no, I didn't even realize I'd done that. That's okay, because these are collages. It actually is okay if that happens, but still, silly mistake to make. I had an idea for a design for the greeting card. I'm just not sure what occasion it would link to. So my idea is to do a propagation station that people would use for little plant cuttings. I'm trying to make the greeting cards a little bit more hallmarky, so I need to maybe, I don't know, think that through a little more. I don't necessarily want to put text on there. It's more just about having a clear sort of theme, like the cake. That said, we're also coming into spring. It would also be fitting for it to be baby themed or wedding themed. There's lots of weddings in spring, so that would make a lot of sense, but then I don't know. But also it would tie into my own personal circumstances more if I did something along the lines of thinking of you, sympathy, that kind of thing. Get well even. I don't know. It's a fantastic colour. It's kind of, I don't know if this is vermilion. I'm not sure if it's classified as more of an orange or a red, but I like it. Cute. I think, yeah. So these bits are also red. Something about me is I'll never tell you what supplies you must use. I know some people do, but I think art supplies are so personal. Materials that we enjoy working with are so personal. For instance, this is Baohong paper and it was recommended to me. A lot of people really enjoy it. I think it's the professional one. I don't like it. It eats the paint and I'm just not into that. I feel like I have to use a ton of paint, a bunch of layers, which is fine for certain things, but it's just not my preference. And it lifts much more easily than I prefer for it to do. But that's okay. That's fine. Everyone is allowed to have their own preferences with art supplies, and in fact, I will preach that until I die. What a boring world it would be if we were all the same. So I'm just using a bit of a deeper red now. It's a different color, different shade of red, but it's not going to look dramatically different because it's still a warmer red. I will incorporate a cooler red later on. Fun fact, I actually don't like trees that these flowers grow on. They are prolific where I live, and actually in a lot of places in Queensland for that matter. They were originally planted because they only grow small, and so the councils preferred them because they weren't going to cause problems with power lines, etc. They have a ton of litter that they drop. They're really, a lot of the time, they're very sparse, and they're just not nice plants, not nice trees, in my opinion. Some people like them, but I don't. And again, that's okay. There's our more cool red. It just adds a little bit more depth to some of it, and eventually I will work some into the edges too to give it some more shape. I'm actually running low on reds. I started out my watercolor painting journey with some more student grade, I would say, paint in a really big palette, and the problem with that is that a lot of the colors are what is termed convenience colors, which means that they are mixes of lots of different pigments, and if I want to reproduce them I need to basically figure out what the equivalents are in professional grade, because these only come in the big set, they don't come in individual colors. So that has been quite challenging. I like that a lot. Just going to do a little blend here because it's a little harsh for my liking, but it will continue to blend as it dries.